Hi guys, you're most welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana Amoateng. Today I'm going to attempt a bridal hairstyle with Brazilian wool. And before I started, I stretched out my natural hair with African threading method. Please do check it out. I have left the link at the top. Now I'm using 2 bundles of Brazilian wool. This is how it looks like. It is a pure fiber Brazilian wool that I have been using on my channel. I have a lot of Brazilian wool hairstyles that you might want to check out. And before I start, I just try to stretch out the Brazilian wool by measuring my length, of course, and I'm going to measure 1 yard length. I mostly hold it in between my thumb and my index finger, and then I stretched it onto my shoulder to give me the 1 yard measurement, and then I open it from side to side to actually hold and stretch my Brazilian wool like I am doing. And then I cut one side of the length that I hold in between my thumb and my index finger, and then it becomes something like this. Okay, so after you stretch it like this, it is going to look as if it's tangled, but it is not. Fear not, my darling. And then I'm going to use my brush to brush through so that it becomes fine and not too looking like Brazilian wool, so that it will actually look like hair, okay, or braiding extension. Now the second Brazilian wool, you can tell that the measurement is shorter than the first one. Now I'm going to be using this gel that I got from Makwala. You guys remember, it's going to be my first time, and I'm going to give you the review as I move along. Now because it's a bridal hairstyle and I'm gearing towards a middle part, I'm using the Jocelyn Glazy jam to do the middle pattern or clean up the part, okay, so that it looks clean. It is totally optional, but I feel like cleaning up the part makes it come more clearly, okay, or more cleaner, you get. Then to apply the gel, I'm going to start from my back as usual. I'm going to do it into smaller sections so that I really have a lot of gel in my hair and my hair is laid as much as possible. The gel is very, very watery, I must say. It is not the consistency that I usually work with, so it was kind of difficult for me to finesse through, but at least I got to the end, so that's the good part. So I just started at my back, and when I apply the gel in my hair, then I use my wide tooth comb to comb through first before I follow it up with a brush. If you have been on here for some time, that is what we do. We just apply the gel, use a teeth wide comb to comb through, and then go ahead and use the brush. At a point, I was like, Amikwa, why am I adding the gel in my hands before I pour it in my hair? Let me just pour it into my hair. So I continue doing it in smaller sections until I got to the front part, and I did the same thing at the front part. When I got there, I was like, hey, if I continue pouring this gel in my head, by the time I'm done, I would have finished 1 bottle. So I went back to pouring it into my hands or my palm, and before I actually apply it in my hair. So I applied it in smaller sections, and to be honest, it wasn't laying down as I was expecting. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong, because my hair was totally stretched out and there was no moisturizer or whatsoever in my hair. I was basically doing everything on dry hair. It was just a small cream that I applied in my hair. I almost said applied. It was just a small cream, but anyway, so I just decided, okay, let me just go on. Maybe with time it was going to dry fast. It's going to dry fast because so many people told me the gel is very good and it dries very fast, so I should work my way through very, very quickly. So I was in a rush, but then I also took my time to make sure that my hair was getting the best part of the gel. And I tied my small ponytail at my back, and I used my brush to go over, but you can see my hair is not laying down. I'm like, what is happening? What am I doing wrong? So you guys, please tell me. I wasn't satisfied with what it was looking at all, so I used my scarf to scarf all over, and then I tied it to make sure that everything is laying down. I was like, okay, so maybe if I dry it with my hair dryer on low heat or cold heat, it's going to lay down. So that is exactly what I did. And ladies and gentlemen, I was still not satisfied, to be honest. I mean, you are going to see in the next clips, I was still not satisfied. When I removed the first drying, it wasn't really giving, honestly. I'm like, hey, so please, you guys should tell me, what am I doing wrong, or what did I do wrong? How am I supposed to apply the gel next time? What should I do? Because it's not giving at all, to be honest. But I still went ahead anyway, because I mean, I wasn't about to give up, you know. So far, this is what I have, and I'm going to use this donuts that I improvised. Do you guys remember I didn't get the bridal donuts like I was saying in my unboxing video? So that's what I'm going to improvise, okay? And I'm using the middle part of the long Brazilian wool that I cut to attach at the back of my hair, and I'm using 2 bobby pins to do the attachments 1 inch apart from the first bobby pin, you get. And then I'm going to roll over the extension to my front. If my hair was longer, I would have just used rubber band to tie the extension onto my ponytail, but I'm just doing it like that. Now I'm going to roll the extension over the improvised donuts that I have made. Just basically rolling, okay? It's not something difficult. As you can see, I am just rolling it. I placed it on top like you saw, and I'm just rolling it like that. You can come back and watch this video repeatedly to get the full gist of it. Most of the times when you watch one tutorial, it doesn't really go well until you watch it about 2 or 3 times. You get it. So, and you can see that I've not sped it up at all. So I'm just trying to use my hands to shape the arch so that it really looks like a donut. And I'm using bobby pins to secure the donut, okay, with a rolled extension on top. If it is a braiding extension, it would have been very, very, very smooth, but I'm trying to make it as smooth as I can by using my small teeth comb to go through, and then so far as it's looking smooth in my eyes. And then I'm going to use a shorter length Brazilian wool to also attach at the top of the donut, okay? And I'm using the middle part to attach over there with a bobby pins 1 inch apart of each other. I use 2 bobby pins like I did with the first one. And then I'm going to roll each side, and with each side with a rolling, I'm rolling it on top, not from below but from top, okay? And I'm just rolling it like you are seeing. So I rolled it until I got to the middle part, and I'm just using my fingers to shape it to make it look like a bow, you get. So I'm just using my fingers to shape it to look like a bow, and I use bobby pin to hold and secure the bow that I had made. And over here I'm just using my fingers to continue shaping it. So everything is about shaping it until you get your desired shape. And over here the shape I'm looking at is a bow, you get. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, and I'm using my comb to just smoothen it out before I do the rolling. And over here I'm just rolling it like I did for the first half, and I go to the middle part using my fingers to shape it to look like a bow. Everything is about shaping, like I'm saying, so far as it is looking like the shape that you are going in for. So if you are going in for a rectangular shape, use your fingers to shape it like a rectangle, you get. So when it was okay, like when it was okay, I used my bobby pin to hold and secure the part that I wanted. With this particular bridal hairstyle, you're going to need a lot of bobby pins, but make sure that you are not pinning it such that it is touching your scalp, you get. So otherwise, by the time you are done, your scalp is going to scream for your name, you get. Okay, all right. So when I got to the front, I realized that okay, some hairs are still standing with a bow tie that I had made. So I used my fingers again to hide it, and then use bobby pins to hide all the hairs that were standing, or the hairs that I didn't want to stand, you get it. I'm just trying to keep away every hair that I don't want by hiding it with a bobby pin and using a bobby pin to secure it so well, okay? So this is how it is given so far. It is not perfect. I mean, this is my first attempt, so excuse me. And I'm going to be using these bridal pins to do the accessorizing. I got the bridal pins from Makola. If you watched my unboxing tutorial or my unboxing video, you would know. So I'm just pinning it at where I want them to be, and I'm pinning it right at the center at my top, and then also in between the bows, okay? So this is how they are given. Now I wanted some curls at my front, you know, like, you know, your girl is a bit extra. So I used an extension that I had, the synthetic, it is actually synthetic extension, and then I cut the weft off and I made the tips rough like you are seeing. And I'm going to be using this lace glue from Jocelyn. Jocelyn has a lot of products, guys. Like, she has so many good products. And then I'm using, actually this glue is more than 2 years. I bought it like 2 years ago, and it's still very strong and active. Anyway, so I attached the extension onto the application, like where I applied the glue, okay? You could see that I dried it out before I attached the extension, and I attached them roughly so that it will mimic my hair, so that it will look like my hair that has grown up from my scalp, you get it. So I did the same thing for the other side, and I'm going to be using this glue in the black tube, got to be glue in a black tube, to kind of make the curls really pop. And anyway, I also applied small got to be glue at the top of my hair to hold it. I think it saved the day, because the curls, or the gel, like, I mean, didn't really make my hair lie down like I was expecting. So I applied it at the top before I moved on, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, this is the result of the bridal hairstyle. I mean, it is not bad. It's not bad, right? This is my first attempt. Imagine if I was working with a gel that really could lay my hair down, baby. We would be flying like an eagle, you know? And this one, having used Brazilian wool, you can't tell me I didn't try. You can't tell me I'm not looking like a Bourget. And by the way, I also installed this blue contact lens. I'm looking like a German brony. You get it. So the video is also on my YouTube channel. Please do check it out. Yeah, so this is what it is given. Thank you so much for sticking with me today. I'm going to see you in my next video. Do check out all my other hair tutorials that I have done. And I'm going to see you, babes. Have a nice day. Bye.